Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. I'm Xinyi, and in today's video, I'm gonna bring you through step by step on how to create your first YouTube channel and making sure that upon watching this video, you are able to upload your first YouTube video smoothly and professionally. So let's cut down the BS and let's get started! First of all, you need to get your basic equipment ready. So you have to make sure that you have a recording device with you. If you do not have a camera yet, you can use your smartphone as long as it has a recording function and it will do the job, guys. So besides the camera, you need a tripod to actually hold your camera in place when you are recording yourself, or you need to purchase a stand if your video is more like a vlog type of content, so that you can actually hold your camera like that when you vlog and talking to the camera, so that your footage will not be that shaky when you walk as you talk. Remember to fix your camera on the tripod so that it will not move at all throughout the whole video shooting process. If not, your video will be like this. Yes, of course, you can use other things to replace a tripod, such as stacking up your books to actually place your camera on top of it. But personally, I think that tripod is a good investment and it doesn't cost a lot. So it's highly recommended to get a tripod for yourself if you are planning to do YouTube for long term. And the last thing you need will be a desktop or laptop to actually enable you to process or edit the video after the shooting. Like the second step is actually to decide on your niche and your upload frequency. A niche refers to the type of content that your video will be most likely talking about. It can be anything. It can be fitness, it can be vegan cooking, it can be all kind of sharings, whatever that you feel passionate about and whatever things that you want to share on your channel, it could be your niche. I have seen a guy uploading a video of him drinking water daily on YouTube and end up got so famous, and he has a lot of subscribers just to watch him drinking water. So anything is possible. Just do whatever that you are passionate about, because you will never know, there might be a lot of people who share the same interest as you do out there waiting for you to discover and connect with them. After all, social media is a platform that helps to connect like-minded people across the world. However, it is not recommended to share your daily life on YouTube when you first started out, because I guess no one will be interested in your life except your friends and family and your grandmothers, whoever that knows you in real life, because others don't know you personally. Unless you are some kind of influencer out there with a huge fan base, then you can proceed on to do that. I'm sure your fans will love to watch what are you doing daily. When your channel is full of all kind of different content, your viewer tends to get really confused because they do not know what your channel can offer. For example, if today you film yourself when picnic with your friends and tomorrow you film yourself doing makeup in front of the cameras, your viewer will tend to get really confused. They do not know what to expect from you. Therefore, it's highly likely that they would not subscribe to your channel because there is no clarity there. But if your channel is more focused on one niche, for example, you are sharing fitness exercise video to teach moms to get back in shape, then highly likely when your video come across to the potential viewers, such as mom who have just gave birth, then they will highly likely subscribe to your channel, because they know that by subscribing to your channel, they will get a weekly dose of new exercise video for them to follow. Other than that, you also need to decide on how frequent you want to upload your videos to YouTube. It's best that if you can come up with a schedule that you personally can commit to, so that your audience will know exactly when your video will be uploaded on your channel, instead of keep them waiting for months for the next video to appear. Well, now that you have decided on your niche and frequency, let's move on to what needs to be prepared before the actual shooting. For beginners who have just started out in YouTube, it's highly recommended to prepare a script, or at least write down the important point in bullet form so that you can refer throughout the shooting process. This is extremely useful when you are filming a video. Most of the time, without a script or a paper with bullet point written on it, we can easily miss out on important message that we actually want to pass to our audience. Then you will need to think of a place to carry out your video shooting. It's best to find a place that is bright and with minimal background noise. You can use natural lighting if there is a space with natural lighting, or you can also buy those indoor light if you can't find a place with good natural light. If you are mainly shooting outdoor, it's recommended to get an external mic to actually attach to your camera so that your voice can be clearly heard by the audience. Okay, now that we have got ourselves well prepared, let's jump to the fun part, or not so fun part, the actual shooting itself. Try to be natural in front of the camera, and don't worry if you are not. Every pro started as a beginner. The more you do it, the better you will be. A little hint right here, for 8 to 10 minutes talking video, you will actually need to leave about 2 to 4 hours for the video filming. So do estimate more time for yourself to complete the shooting. Do not start your video shooting too late if you are depending on the natural sunlight to actually film the video, because if you are starting too late, you need to take into account the timing when the sun sets. So after the sunset, you will have no more natural sunlight, and you have to risk terminating your shooting halfway. So do take note of this. After you are done with your video shooting, do not forget to take a couple of shots that you can use as your video thumbnail later when you upload the video to YouTube. My advice is get intentional with the thumbnail pictures, because a good thumbnail pictures can actually increase your click-through rate, which means when people see your video and when they look at your thumbnails, there's higher probability that they will click in because the thumbnail is nice or the wording on the thumbnail is catchy. Now let's proceed to the video editing part. There are a lot of video editing software out there for you to purchase, or you can even use those free software in your desktop or laptop. If you are a Windows user, then you can use the Windows Movie Maker, or if you are a MacBook user, you can use the iMovie software. For me, I personally prefer to purchase a software because I just want to have more features and more functions to let me play around and to unleash my creativity. So in the end, I actually subscribed Adobe Premiere Pro, and I'm loving it so far. It's a bit hard to navigate at first because I'm not familiar with the software, but there are a lot of free YouTube tutorials that you can actually follow step by step to learn the skill and to learn all kinds of effects that you actually can use in your video. So as long as you are willing to put in effort to actually learn how to use Premiere Pro, it is not hard to use at all. For basic editing video that do not need special effect, simply trim away unwanted footage and you are good to go. If your video requires background music, which I believe most of the video do, check out the YouTube royalty-free music that actually allows content creators to use their no copyrighted music for free with terms and conditions applied. So do check it out. Normally after I'm done with my video editing, while waiting for it to be processed and to be exported out from Premiere Pro, which normally takes about 15 to 20 minutes due to the large file size, I will use these durations to actually design my video thumbnails. Personally, I use Spark, a software that comes in bundle with my Premiere Pro purchase to actually design my thumbnails. You can use a lot of different software to design for it. It's actually just a picture that you can add whatever effect or whatever wording on it. There are golden rule to actually put wording on the thumbnails, which a lot of pros out there actually recommends to use only 3 golden words to attract your audience. But I think it's up to you whether you want to put more. It's just a guide, just a rule of thumb. Just let your creativity flow. Okay, now we finally got our video and thumbnails ready. Let's upload it to our YouTube channels. You will need to decide on the title and the descriptions, and there is optional whether you want to input some relevant hashtag to your video so that when someone actually search the relevant keywords on YouTube actually recommend your video to them. Last but not least, before you actually click the publish button and publish your video online, remember to edit your video in YouTube Studio if you want your other videos to actually show up as recommended video at the end of this video. Or you can actually make your subscribe button pop up at the end of this video to actually ask people to subscribe to you. After you are done with everything, click publish! And hoola! Your first video is now live. Congratulations! Feel free to leave me your questions at the comment section below if you need any further clarifications, or remember to subscribe to my channel if you like my video. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!